How is it possible that utility costs jumped 400% last month?
No effing way. There's no effing way that my utilities should be adding up more than my house payment. At this point, what the
Massive facilities powering artificial intelligence, cloud computing, and digital infrastructure are eating up all of the power.
How do I bill that much? In an apartment? Did the electric company go get a PhD? I don't understand. What is the problem? What? Robbery.
What we gonna do when we see our bill? What we gonna do with our bill? We're gonna make sure it's right before we pay it. You understand that? So if we see anything that's a little too high or something that look funny or look off, make sure you say something, because sometimes people make what? People make what?
So I don't think it's right that these motherfuckers have been doing this all these years. I mean, it's fucking ridiculous. It should be against the law. And what we all need to do is band together and let's get us an attorney and sue these motherfuckers. That's the only way you're going to stop this shit. I don't give a fuck if it closes them down. I don't care. They are breaking us. They're killing us. I'm on retirement. I only get so much money. I mean, it hurts everybody. You can't get ahead like this and stay up. Fuckers. My God, we're going to come after your ass. You watch.
You want to know what's wild? We haven't bought anything. But somehow, these bills keep growing higher and higher and keep getting bigger and bigger. At this point, turning on a light feels like a financial decision. You're living in luxury, just surviving these days. Check this out.
I don't know about anyone else, but I'm ready to physically pull up and fight Hope Gas. Like, if you're seeing this, read in between the lines. Okay? How, and I mean how, did I pay $400 last month to you all? Okay? If that wasn't bad enough. And then you send me a bill today. $397. How is my gas bill now $400 a month? What the actual F, okay? It went from being around $150 to now $400 a month. There's no effing way. There's no effing way that my utilities should be adding up more than my house payment. At this point, what the? I'm ready to crash out. Is anyone else dealing with this? Like, I know there is people, actually, because I've seen tons of videos. What the? I'm sorry.
How is it possible that utility costs jumped 400% last month? I'm sure I'm not the only one that experienced the unpleasant surprise of a winter gas bill that was just astronomically higher than I'd ever seen it. Now, I'm lucky enough to have a good job and, be able to pay those unforeseen expenses when needed. But I know there's a lot of people out there who aren't able to weather that kind of unexpected expense, and it would really disrupt their, economic stability. So basic utility costs, everything from heat, gas, energy, all the way to internet, those type of things are made cheaper and cheaper every year, every cycle, by technology. And this is a kind of instance of thing where technology can make them so cheap to actually produce that it should be maybe a free utility for the community, and it should be not something that people have to worry about in their, fight to exist. I hope we can fight for that kind of political and societal progress in the future.
Does your utility bill make you want to scream? Yeah, me too. I mean, it's probably because we're not just paying for electricity anymore. You and me, we're subsidizing big tech's AI boom. Okay, so here's what's happening. AI data centers are exploding across the United States. Massive facilities powering artificial intelligence, cloud computing, and digital infrastructure are eating up all of the power and the water supply. But that's another video. They're using an enormous amount of electricity, and utilities are just scrambling to keep up. But here's the part that nobody tells you. We can't choose our utility company, and we can't switch, And we don't approve their spending because in most states, utilities are basically regulated monopolies. That means that one company owns the poles, they own the wires, they own the grid. There's just no competition. There's no alternative. It's just you and your bill. When utilities build new infrastructure for aging systems, new demand, or AI data centers, they go to regulators and they just say, oh, we spent billions. Now our customers need to pay us back. And then we do. The incentive structure is completely backwards. Now this system is shifting again because these companies aren't just asking to deliver electricity anymore. Now they're pushing for more control over how energy is generated too. So it goes from a delivery monopoly to a generation monopoly. So that's a massive expansion of power over something every household depends on. So we have to ask ourselves, if utility companies control our bills, control the infrastructure, and now are scaling for AI-driven demand, who's actually holding them accountable? Because right now there's no competition, there's limited transparency, and rising costs. I mean, that's a system built for guaranteed revenue. And you and me are the ones paying for it. So if your utility bill has gone up, comment on your experience. And we need to contact our state lawmakers because decisions about rates and grid expansion shouldn't happen without we, the people, weighing in, without we, the people, signing off on it. Because when the system stops working for us, why should we work for it?
This message is for Georgia Power. I'm not sure what's going on over there, but my electric bill should not be as much as it is. I have never had an electric bill over $150 in the coldest of the winters and the hottest of the summers. Okay? But for the past 6 to 9 months, it seems as though my bill has not been less than $200 to $250. I live in an apartment. Mind you, I'm not home most of the time. I'm gone at least 14 hours out of the day. Okay? And when I get home, it's bath, eat, and bed. How am I bill that much? In an apartment? Did the electric company go get a PhD? I don't understand. What is the problem? What? Robbery.
I'd like to have a new service at my new house.
Okay. And your name?
Bryson Williams.
All right, Mr. Williams. Give me a few minutes. Let me get a customer service rep for you, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
It's going to be $60.24.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm sorry, Mr. Williams, but this card is declined.
May I see it? I might have to unlock it.
Oh, he said he got to unlock that card. I love it. How you doing, Mr. Shana?
Good. How about you?
Just fine. You here to pay your bill? It's showing that you owe $187.27.
Can I get a pen?
Yes, sir. Okay.
What are we running right here?
I've been you too.
And then right 100. Yep. All right. And then what we put right here?
Number
The numbers, yes, sir. Oh, I build it what?
187.
All right, but what we gonna pay?
200.
So we can have a what?
Credit.
Come on.
There you go. You want? Can I get that bill, please? Good. How can I help you? I'm doing just fine.
Good. So my bill was $13, and I usually pay $5. So I want to know why is my bill $13.
Wow. Okay. Can I see your bill? Okay. Your bill is gonna provide a breakdown for you. It shows that you're paying for water.
What do you need when you come here? You need what? You need your paper bill. You understand that? What do we need when we come here? And if we don't have our paper bill, what can we use for them to still be able to pay our light bill?
Our address.
Say what?
Our address.
We just need our address and name. You good to go? All right. What we gonna do when we see our bill? What we gonna do with our bill? We want to make sure it's right before we pay it. You understand that? So if we see anything that's a little too high or something that look funny or look off, make sure you say something because sometimes people make what? People make what? So
I'm like, I'm only at home for my 8 hours of sleep. Why is my bill so high? It's not the electricity usage, it's the delivery fee that they getting us with. I'm looking at my electric bill go up and up and up, and I don't even be at home. And when I am at home, I still don't use that much electricity. So I'm like, why is my bill going up? So I'm looking at the receipt. It's not because that you're using a lot of electricity. The delivery charge for the electricity is going up. The usage I used was $120. But for them to deliver that, it cost at $162. That's diabolical. So when y'all get a chance, go look at y'all bill. Look at what they charging y'all for the electricity, and then look at what they charging y'all to deliver the electricity. And this is crazy, and this is where the greed comes in. Like, y'all have good customers, but y'all want to take advantage of, sip every dime out of their pocket until they broke as shit. No way people gotta do all this extra stuff just to survive, just to be on this earth.
I can tell you don't get a house of your own. It's common sense that if you use your gas or electricity more, your bill is going to be higher. But in my old apartment, I was using electric heaters. Electric heaters use more power than heating your house with a normal furnace. In my old apartment, before I was using electric heaters, my bill was $200 a month or less for utilities altogether. Once I started using the electric heaters to heat my home, my bill went up to $450. And guess how much my gas bill was? It was only $10. And this gonna let you see the history of how much the gas and electricity cost before you inside the home. And no one inside my apartment ever paid that much for utilities. The only reason why I had to pay that much is because I had electric heaters. I mean, you should know this because if you plug up a whole bunch of electric heaters, you might blow a fuse. So you know it's using up a lot of power. And I had to run 3 electric heaters at one time in that house because I didn't have real heat. My mama got a bigger house than me. My cousin got a bigger house than me. And their utilities was literally around the same price as my utilities or a little bit cheaper. And remember, I was living in a 1-bedroom, 1-bathroom. I know for a fact the utilities inside this house altogether is going to be less than $450. And this house is bigger than my old crib. And the reason why this house is going to be cheaper to run is because it got an actual furnace, you feel me? And actual furnaces is cheaper to run than electric heaters.
All right, guys. I don't know if everybody knows, but we've been having a lot of problems with our utility bills down here in Holly Springs, Mississippi. We get our power from there. And this has been going on for years. It's been all on the news. And for the last, I would say probably 5 to 10 years, 20 years ago, they put the satellite meters on, where you can read automatically and do your bill up. But apparently the fuckers had lost their contract. Apparently it's been lost a few years. And so what they've been doing is estimating our fucking bills. And well, now, last month, they started reading our bills manually. And actually, I had the son of a bitch that came over here and I stopped him. And asked him, was he going to read my house? He said, yeah. But he had to read the neighbors all next door, like 3 or 4 houses. He drove in a circle. He never stopped and read the damn meters. So he just estimating. And the only reason he came over to my house was because I asked him, was he coming? And he came over and he read the meter. And I hated for him to read this motherfucker because I knew if it hadn't been read for years, they were going to go by the fucking numbers from way back when. So anyway, I really didn't want him to read it, but I let him. And I took a picture of it on that day, April the 2nd. And I'm going to start doing that every 2nd of the month. And I'm going to bring that motherfucker down there with pictures of it. And I'm going to get them to give me a fucking price for what he's charging me. And I don't think it's right that these motherfuckers have been doing this all these years. I mean, it's fucking ridiculous. It should be against the law. And what we all need to do is band together and let's get us an attorney and sue these motherfuckers. That's the only way you're going to stop this shit. I don't give a fuck if it closes them down. I don't care. And, but I got my bill today, finally. Yeah, and it's fucking high as cat's ass. And I'm reading all the other people complaining on Facebook. These fucking people are getting $1,200, $1,500 bills when their light bill should only be $250, $300. I mean, you can't keep doing people like that. It ain't right. And the governor of this fucking Mississippi and the TVA and the PSC, y'all need to get off your fucking lazy asses and do something for us. They are breaking us. They're killing us. I'm on retirement. I only get so much money. I mean, it hurts everybody. You can't get ahead like this and stay up, fuckers. My God, we're going to come after your ass. You watch.
Everyone's saying your energy bills are going to go up, but they're not giving you the reasons why. Here's why in 60 seconds. First, energy bills have already been increasing this year because of increasing energy demand from AI data centers, manufacturing, and electrification. And the budget that just passed abruptly kills tax credits that make it cheaper to build wind and solar energy. When you take cheaper sources of electricity off the table and we don't have enough supply, we're going to have to pay more for increasing electricity demand. Natural gas prices are also rising because this administration is trying to export more natural gas, which means increasing demand, increasing prices. And even though energy demand is increasing, the grid is really old and we still haven't built enough infrastructure. Transmission needs to be built faster. Transformers, the things that increase and decrease voltages on the grid, are in short supply. And you know what's going to make it worse? Tariffs. So the takeaway is we need to build a lot more energy supply, and renewables are already the cheapest and fastest to build. Federal clean energy policy may be garbage right now, but the silver lining is a lot of good can happen at the state and local level, like permitting reform or clean energy incentives. So if you want your energy bills to be lower, get involved with your local community.
Hey, y'all, it's crazy. Once you become a homeowner, man, hey, the smallest things in your personality start changing. Hey, like leaving lights on, man. When I had an apartment, hey, I didn't give a fuck. I left everything on, not caring, bro. But now that I'm seeing my utility bill going up, I'm like, hey, bro, I'd be disappointed in myself for real when I just leave my closet light on, leave the fans on, leaving just anything on, man. I'm just like, damn, that was like an extra like few bucks I could have just saved over some stupidity of my mind moving faster than of myself. And with that being said, hey, y'all, just take into account, be careful, especially with your utility bill. Be mindful of your electricity, how much water you're consuming. These things, man, hey, I don't know about y'all, but here in Florida, man, our utility bills are crazy. And it's just sometimes it can just because of stupid things like leaving lights on, taking like 30-minute showers. I'm telling you, these type of things, y'all, they add up over a 30-day period. They add up.
Okay, y'all, good morning. I'm coming to y'all today with the story, with the news that happened yesterday, okay? So I know everybody been complaining in Alabama about our light bills being too high. They've been too goddamn high. Kay Ivy says she hears talking about it. She want to help us do something about it, okay? So they met with lawmakers on yesterday. And the plan is right now we elect all of our public service commissioners. That's who work directly with the utility companies for Alabama. Now we elect them. The people go out and vote for the people who we want in these seats. Kay Ivy wants to do something similar to like what she did with the Birmingham Waterworks. She want to come in and take over. She want to take those elected members down and put up appointed members, people who she's going to appoint to sit in these seats. They're going to have to report back every quarter to her, to the governor, about what's going on with the utilities because they have gotten out of control. She even agrees with that they have gotten out of control. She recently met with them and she think that this is the best idea that the lawmakers could have came up with, is to take these people that we done elected out and appoint people to put in. Okay. On top of that, she has allocated about $3.8 million to different Alabama communities to help with the overflow and the increase of energy prices. Okay. She's not going to help with your bill per se, but she is going to give out grants to make sure your installation is correct in your house. Your windows are sealed up. Make sure you don't need any windows. Or if you don't need new windows, make sure the holes in your windows are sealed up. Make sure your HVAC system is not costing you a whole lot of money to run, and that's why your energy bill is high. She wants to go in and do everything she can to try to help disabled, elderly, and low-income families be able to afford their energy bills, okay? Because she does agree that, hey, the energy bills are out of control. We have to do something. So y'all been talking about Alabama power bills being too high. Kay Ivy done agreed. She's putting in, she has put into place, she's attempting to anyways, where the public service commissioners that we have in there now are to be taken down, and she wants to appoint commissioners that are going to be in those seats, and they're going to report quarterly. Right now, they don't report at all. That she don't know if they working with the Alabama Power Company to have our stuff so high with, but she wants to take them out. Basically, she wants to move them out. Now, for the grants to help keep your home more efficient, for my county would be Jefferson County, and she allocated $898,000 to the Community Action Partnership of North Alabama. Okay, they're going to be with the following counties: Blount County, Cherokee County, Etowah, Jackson County, Jefferson County, Marshall County, and St. Clair County. So if you got loved ones who are low income, disabled, elderly, that need their house checked out to make sure that is not nothing going on in their house making their energy bill high, get in touch with the community. It's the Community Action Partnership of North Alabama. Get in touch with them. Go ahead and apply for these grants that she letting out. I don't know how long they're going to be around. But me, Mo, Ivy, we appreciate you for this one, okay? You trying to go out with a bang. I don't blame you because I dogged you out a few days ago. But amen to you, sister.
We're not talking about vacations or luxury cars. We're talking about keeping the lights on. That's where a lot of people are right now. If your utility bill shocked you this month, let me know in the comments because I know you are not the only one because mine is high too. Happy every day.